In a time long ago, in a village nestled along the mighty River Nile, there lived a maiden of unparalleled beauty and mystery. But she was no ordinary maiden, she was a mermaid, a guardian of the waters, whose presence was whispered of in legends passed down through generations. Her name was Nyala, which meant the one who brings light. She was said to be as old as the river itself, yet as youthful and radiant as the first light of dawn. Her hair, a cascade of black silk, shimmered with the colors of the river under the moonlight. Her eyes, deep and glimmering like the stars, held the secrets of the Nile's depths. Her voice was a melody, a song that could charm the fiercest of storms or lull the most restless of souls to peace. Nyala was known to appear on the banks of the river, where the reeds swayed gently in the evening breeze. The villagers spoke of seeing her basking in the twilight, her tail gleaming with scales that sparkled like diamonds, emeralds, and sapphires. The water seemed to obey her every whim, swirling around her in playful currents, reflecting the colors of the setting sun. The village men, especially the young bachelors, were captivated by her. They would come to the riverbank in the hopes of catching a glimpse of her, though none dared approach too close. It was said that if you met her gaze, your heart would forever be lost to her, and you would know no peace until you found a way to win her favor. Many bachelors, eager to claim Nyala's hand, or rather, her heart, attempted to impress her. They brought offerings of gold and precious stones, the finest cloths and the sweetest fruits. They sang songs of love and devotion, each one hoping to be the one she would choose. But Nyala was not moved by material wealth or flattery. One day, a young man named Kwame decided to try his luck. He was not the wealthiest in the village, nor the strongest, but he was kind and wise. Kwame did not bring jewels or gifts to the river. Instead, he sat by the water's edge and spoke to Nyala, though he could not see her. He told her stories of the village, of the people's hopes and dreams, of their sorrows and joys. He spoke to her as one would speak to an old friend. Nyala listened. For the first time, someone was not trying to win her with riches or charm. Kwame's words were sincere, filled with warmth and respect. Slowly, Nyala emerged from the water, curious about this young man who had chosen to speak to her heart. Kwame was struck by her beauty, but he did not falter. He continued to speak to her as if she were no different from any other person. Nyala, touched by his sincerity, asked him why he did not bring her gifts like the others. Kwame smiled and said, "Your beauty is a gift in itself. But it is your heart that I wish to know, for it is a treasure far greater than any riches. If I am to win your love, let it be because of who I am and not what I can give." Nyala was moved by his words. For centuries, she had watched men try to win her with their wealth and power, but none had ever spoken to her heart. She saw in Kwame's soul as pure as the waters she guarded. She realized that this was the love she had been waiting for, not one built on appearances or possessions, but one rooted in kindness and understanding. The village soon noticed that Nyala no longer appeared to the bachelors who sought her. Instead, she was often seen with Kwame, walking along the riverbank or resting under the shade of the baobab trees. The villagers marveled at how Kwame, who had nothing but his heart to offer, had won the love of the most enchanting creature they had ever known. Nyala and Kwame's love became the stuff of legend. They say that on moonlit nights you can still see them by the river, their laughter mingling with the sound of the water, their love a beacon of light in the darkness. The bachelors no longer sought to claim Nyala, for they knew that her heart belonged to Kwame, and theirs was a bond that no man could ever break. And so the tale of Nyala, the mermaid of the Nile, and Kwame, the kind-hearted villager, was passed down through the generations. It became a story of true love, one that transcended the boundaries of land and water, of mortal and immortal. A story that reminded the villagers and all who heard it that the greatest treasures are not those that can be bought or sold, but those that are found in the heart. And so, dear listeners, the story of Nyala and Kwame reminds us that true love is not found in the glitter of gold or the sparkle of jewels, but in the quiet whispers of the heart, in the kindness that binds two souls together. May their tale inspire you to seek the treasures that lie within, for they are the ones that shine the brightest, even in the darkest of nights.